Well done.
All right. Welcome to a little less hectic Football Friday. They're all hectic, but no lightning or weather delays tonight. In fact, it really kind of felt like fall. It's a beautiful night. Our show is brought to you by Pizza Ranch, home of the Fun Zone, which is inappropriate because we have fun every Friday night. I'm Mark Ovington.
And I'm Zach Borg. We start our coverage at Howard Wood Field, where the Roosevelt Rough Riders took on crosstown rival Washington, the first crosstown game in Sioux Falls. They figured to be done by the time last Friday night's game with Brandon Valley started. Of course, that one had all the rain delays and lightning delays. First quarter, no delaying Roosevelt. Jake Bear around left end, 13-yard touchdown. And kind of as we were expecting, the Riders were up 7-0. But here comes Washington and all 5'6" of Shaden Fitzsimmons. He gets into the end zone from 9 yards. They tackle on a 2-point conversion, and Washington stunning everybody. It's 8-7. Ensuing Rider drive. Watch this. Roosevelt getting tricky. Chase Vinatieri passing deep to Tyler Van Voorst, but Trey DeCroc punches it out and right into the hands of Ian Ailes.
Wow.
Turnover, and it's Washington ball, but Chad Stathem's team can't do anything with it. Late in the half, it's 10-8 after a Vinatieri field goal. Christian with a 23-yard strike to Vinatieri, who he can do some other things other than kick, too, like his uncle. Very good kicker, though. And that would set up this just before the half. Christian on a 2-yard scamper to the pylon. It was 17-8 at half. Credit Washington. They played a very good game as we take a look at the score. 26-14, Roosevelt hangs on.
All right, now the Brookings Bobcats won last week. They started tonight atop the 11 AA poll behind Mikey Daniels, number 2. Now, after a 50-yard kickoff return to start the game, Gerald Maxwell finishes it off. He had a big night. That made it 7-0. Their defense, it's pretty good. That's R.J. Helsberg. He's going to be playing on Saturdays. I can pretty much predict that. So will this guy. Here's Daniels, number 2. Mikey to the outside.
He likes it.
Give it to Mikey. Give it to Mikey. Mikey, cut back. Attaboy. Cut to your left. Cut to your left. Oh, they catch him from behind. 63 yards, setting up a short touchdown. He had quite the night. 236 yards for Daniels. Now, it's Daniels again. This time, a 43-yard run. Almost scores, not quite. There was a penalty. And on the next play, Dayton Bird, number 7, he's their scat back. Nice balance here. He goes all the way for his number. Yeah, that's 7 for Bird. That makes it 21-0. And then it's Maxwell again with John Stiglmeyer looking on, trying to relax before their big game tomorrow night. Maxwell with another long run here, number 28. Are you getting the message? They've got a lot of good players on this Brookings team. Look at him, almost score. And they said, hey, give it to Max, let him finish it. He had 3 touchdowns, 127 yards. Brookings, very impressive tonight. Final score, 47-13. Bobcats now 2-0. There's your Roosevelt score again. Yankton, 42-6. They're off to a great start. Pierre, 21-12 behind Luke Snyder and Lane Hone. We got 3 games tomorrow night. The Dakota Bowl, that's at 8 o'clock out at Howard Wood Field. Brandon Valley hosting Huron, and Harrisburg is hosting Mitchell. Well, Paul Heinert is back with us this week, so we sent him to Madison, where the Bulldogs are coming off a thrilling win in Week 1 at Dell Rapids. It was pretty impressive considering how many seniors graduated from that team last year, Paul.
Well, Mark, first of all, it's great to be back. I promise I'll never leave you again.
Thanks.
The
You
Bulldogs,
were in my doghouse last week.
Well, hopefully these highlights will make up for it. I guarantee you they will.
All right.
Madison's returned 26 letter winners, and it showed last week. Tonight they hosted the Titans from T, who also lost a lot to graduation, but were still winners last Friday to start the season. Third quarter, Madison up. Brody Fredrickson makes one cut, and he's gone for the touchdown. 34-10, Madison at that point. Next possession for the Bulldogs. Fredrickson looks like he was going to be stuffed, but finds a seam, and he's gone. What a third quarter for Brody Fredrickson, 41-10. End of the third, 4th and 1 for Madison. Mason Hemery is going to be tackled in the backfield. T takes over on down.
Nice.
No. Or do they?
No.
Look at this.
Wow.
Hemmer, 20-yard touchdown run. Can you get any better than that?
That was pretty good.
Am I forgiven?
Yes.
All right, 48-24, your final.
All right. Welcome back, Paul. Our featured game tonight was in Canistota, where the Hawks were coming off that impressive 50-0 win at Hanson in Week 1. But they were hosting defending 9AA champs from Bridgewater, Emery-Ethan, so this figured to be a shootout. Our own Max Jensen, who was also off last Friday, was there and has a recap from the home of the Hawks.
Hey guys, how's it going? Well, this game had the makings of being a great one. Canistota getting back to their dominating ways, and Bridgewater Emery-Ethan, always a tough matchup. Something had to give in this one. Canistota coming off a 50-0 win at Hanson last week. Here's Coach Strang with the call.
We should be able to power the ball up the chute.
Jacob Busman goes up the chute, 54 yards for the touchdown. He'd also break a 95-yard score in the fourth quarter, 8-0 Hawks after the 2-point conversion. Into the second quarter, Shea Jolly off play action, fires deep and hooks up with Drew Subert for 47 yards. That would lead to a Jared Nielsen 1-yard touchdown, 16-0 Canistota. Bridgewater Emery-Ethan gets on the board here as Jordan Grossdidier carries the ball off the right side 4 yards for the touchdown. 16-6 in favor of the home team. Canistota kept to the air on the next drive. Jolly to Nielsen, 54 yards down the sideline to the Seahawk 10-yard line. Then Nielsen from 3 yards out scores to give the Hawks another score and another win. I caught up with Coach James Strang after the game.
It's a big deal for us because it's a conference game against a team that we constantly have a rivalry with, that we build up all the time. And this one's a big one. I know our graduating classes, the championship seasons, they remember this one. You know, and these boys here will remember this one, just like last year when they gave us a beating, we remembered that one too.
Once again, Canistota wins tonight by the count of 36-20 over Bridgewater Emery-Ethan, and it wasn't even that close as Canistota dominated from the beginning of the game. In Canistota, Max Jensen, KDLT Sports.
Thank you, Max. Two teams that usually score points met up at the home of the Blue Dragons tonight. It's Viborg-Hurley at Garretson, and the Blue Dragons waste no time getting on the board as Matt Johnson finds a hole.
Go!
See you later.
Touchdown.
54 yards, 6-0 in Garretson. Now, following a Blue Dragon fumble on a punt return, Viborg-Hurley, those vuvuzelas still kind of annoy me. I don't know about you, but Viborg-Hurley takes advantage of a turnover.
Nope. They don't annoy me.
Different strokes. Rustin Anderson with the keeper. He finds the corner of the end zone. 7-6 Cougars on top. A little bit later in the opening quarter, Shea Gibson will push that pile and motor into the end zone. That made it 14-7, your final score in this one. Garretson, 50. Viborg-Hurley, 34.
Now, two teams with legitimate title hopes in their 9-man classes met in a great early season matchup in Hayti tonight. Hamlin in 9B against Clark Willow Lake in 9AA. And it was all Hamlin in this one. That pass caught as Brody Grantham hits Ben Koisty with a catch, 35-yard game. And then it's going to be Grantham who just walks into the end zone, makes it 8-0. They're always a good team. It's going to be Grantham again, dropping back and throwing deep. Jess Carver gets the pick right here, but that was about the only highlight for them. Final score, 48-8. Hamlin, very impressive.
Riley Hansen is gone, but the Dolphins of Deubrook still figure to be very good again this year, and Dell Rapids St. Mary is always a fun team to watch. For Deubrook, it's Dalton Cruz Roadhouse singing his way into the corner of the end zone. 22 yards for a touchdown. Deubrook was on top, but Dell Rapids St. Mary, as we take a look at the score, gets the win 30-14.
And finally, the Howard Tigers kicked their season off tonight. They had a bye last week with Chester. And watch this by Luke Loudenberg. Is he down? Well, they tackle him, but his knee never touches. And look at him. That's the play of the night. He kept his balance, goes for the touchdown, and Paul Heinert, great job of staying with that play. All right, that made it 8-0. Second quarter, Jordan Kuhl with a touchdown run. That makes it 16-0 in favor of the Tigers, who are a team that certainly could win a championship this year because they've got this guy. They poured on Loudenberg, 42 more yards for the touchdown, as Howard wins it in convincing fashion. 46-6 was your final. Got a lot of scores for you. Dual beat Wilmot 52-0. Castlewood blank like Preston Cologne by 34-0, a winner tonight. Scotland beats Trip Delmont Armors 62-12. There's your Madison score again. Lennox, good win for the Orioles 42-20. There's your Canistota score again. Mountain Lake beats Hills Beaver Creek. Parkston shut out Canton tonight. Maybe the game of the night. Lee Deadwood beats Little Moon 33-32. Vermilion, impressive win tonight. There's your Howard score again. Roncalli 35-13, I believe, was the final score of that one. Alcester Hudson and Cheyenne Eagle Butte both win tonight. Millbank over Teospazina. Miller 70-0, a winner tonight. Sisseton 22-20. That was a good one. South Central beats Marty Indian School. Tri-Valley doubling up EPJ. Warner over Britton Heckler 30-12. Wolsey, Weston, look at Hanson, that's two straight weeks.
Wow.
Webster over Waverly South Shore, 25-22. It was McCook Central Montrose and Adrian winning by just
2-0.
They're 2-0. Good start for them. Pipestone beaten by a touchdown. Laverne Pertadoya gets the shutout over Jackson County Central. There's your Garretson score again. Elkton Lake Benton doubles up on Oldham Ramona Rutland. Langford wins by 50. Great game there in Beersford because Beersford was up 33-0. Sioux Falls Christian made a good game out of it. West Lyon bounces back with a win tonight. West Sioux with a shutout. Sioux City Heelan beat Central Lyon. I'm not sure why they're playing. Sioux Center 28-12 over Boyden Hull. Lamar's beats Hull Western Christian. And Gregory 40-point win over the Pirates of Avon. That hasn't happened in as long as I can remember. More sports right after this.